I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go.
Today, we're gonna be doing a ranking.
We're ranking all of our exes from bottom all the way up to the number one worst guy that we've ever been with. And we have to go into full detail about if
How
the
they
D was
wronged
good.
us. Oh,
If the D was good or if the D was bad. We're going to rate that on a 1 through 5. 5, best. 1, absolute worst, and it was stinky.
Yeah, the month, and that's on period. So yeah.
so we're rating them by sodas, and she's rating hers by candies. So, yeah, those are the code names here.
Yep.
Number 6 on my list is cucumber water. Let me tell you a little bit about cucumber water. I lost my V card to him. It was about that small.
Oh my. I did not know that.
Yeah. He also, I never knew his age the entire time. I never knew if he was my age or 1 year above me or 1 year below me. Also, he was caught in the school bathroom jerking off multiple times.
Keep it in your pants, guys. If there's any guys watching this, keep it in your
Keep
pants.
it in your damn pants. We don't want to see.
We don't want to know.
We don't want to feel. We don't want it.
Unless we do. But
Unless
other than that,
we
we
do.
probably don't. We probably don't.
We
We
most
don't want
likely
it. We
don't.
do not want it.
Who's
That's catfishing.
Who's number 6 on your list? Gonna
Kit Kat.
tell them a little. Wait. Yep. Tell them.
Kit Kat. So Kit Kat. So he hit me up on Instagram. This is how it started. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. He's like, you want a link? I'm like, sure. Why not? Me and my sister were bored. So we linked with them. The first time we made up a bunch of stuff about, like, we just made up a bunch of random shit about us to, like, weird them out a little bit. And basically, we freaking, I don't know, like, where to start with him. So we started, talking, blah, 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 and everything was okay. Like, the D was a 5. Anyways, so he started telling me about his past, saying how he would hit and block, and he was telling me about this one time. This one time he went to Wingstop with this girl, right? The girl that he had sex with the night before was there.
Oh shit!
So they both start cussing him out. For some reason, I'm like, oh, I can change him. No, it's fine. I can change him. Until he starts asking me to set these guys. Oh my god, it's horrible. He's some like gangbanger. He has guns, and he's scary. That's
He's
just
real
why.
scary.
He's really, really scary.
Number 5 on my list, Coke. Coke because he did Coke. He was snorting up the fucking nose.
Wow.
So during the SEX, he wanted me to stay completely still, as if I was a dead fucking body, completely quiet. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what else. Oh yeah, he also
Giving some.
used to steal my nicotine, which was kind of
That's what Kit Kat does too. Kit Kat. Geek
just
bars.
snatches it.
Oh, didn't know I had it.
Yeah, just some disgusting ass shit.
I forgot to tell him about his friend. So Kit Kat's friend, he decided to invite him over, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go drift with us?" I'm like, "Sure, I have the video, And we went drifting, and he's like, His friend's like, "You want to learn how to drive my truck? It's clutch." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." It's like, "Get on my lap." I'm like, I look at we're just friends at this point.
You see the name. Cameron, cut that part out.
Anyways, so Kit Kat, I look over at Kit Kat and I'm like, because we're just friends at this point, this was like way before we got into it. And so I did. What did I do? I sat on his lap. And he was just kept poking. He
Brother, what's that?
was gripping my thigh, and then when I pretty much dropped myself off home on his lap, I got out. He's like, where I'm from, we give each other 2 kisses on the cheek. And I'm like, it's innocent. Okay, so I did. cut that part out too. Anyway, so he's like, give me 2 kisses on the cheek. And I'm like, yeah, sure, you know, that's innocent. So Kit Kat gets out of the passenger side of the truck and he's like, give me a hug. So I'm like, okay. So I give him a hug. He starts making out with me. And then his friend, Kit Kat's friend's like, where's my hug out? I'm like, oh, heck no. So I run inside like the good girl I am.
Yup.
Yep.
Back to Coke. He... Yeah, I don't fucking know. He wasn't, like, all that bad. He's pretty low on the list because he's not, like, the worst. But he was just really strange.
He had a fetish with fucking dead bodies. What do you mean he was not the worst?
It gets worse. It gets worse. Okay. One time when we were still friends, he wanted me to text his girlfriend. We're getting copyrighted because of the music.
No.
Anyways, he wanted me to text his girlfriend and say that she was being cheated on by someone that's not me. It was not me. He wanted me to text this random girl from school. And I was like, okay, if you don't like her, then fine, whatever, just whatever, okay. And so I texted her, and she was like, I was like, yeah, he's cheating on you. And he was like, oh my god, thank you so much, I hate this girl.
Why are
They've
you
been
with
together
her?
for 5 years at that point.
I would
Since
throw up.
literal elementary school.
I would throw up. I'd be throwing. I would be puking all over the floor. I would be throwing up. I would be crying. I would be screaming for like months.
He also spread rumors about me that I was having sex with my best friend. Also his best friend. So, fuck you, Coke. If you're watching this, I fucking hate you. Okay, who is 5th on your list?
Twix. So Twix, it was honestly a good relationship by far. He was probably the most innocent I've ever been with. I took his V card. You know, I thought he kind of seemed a little crazy, but it wasn't until after I broke up with him where things started going downhill. So I broke up with him, and I told him that there's this girl at my school I really wanted to experiment with, right? And he's like, at first he was kind of like, you know, whatever, I'm not the one for you, that's fine. Until I didn't make the mistake of unadding him after that. So he started texting me, and he's like, you know what, no, we're not over. If you want to have sex with a girl, we can do it together. I'm like, no, I think respectfully it's over. And he's like, no, you're not breaking up with me, you're not. And then after that, he Twix.
Hey, Twinks.
Hey, Twinks. Anyways, he hit her boyfriend up and tried making a story saying how she's cheating on him because he was about her about me. And you know what? That's
and then
the same
he admitted
thing.
to it being a lie.
He admitted to it being a lie. And when we're gonna come across Talkies later in this story, and he basically partnered up with Talkies to
create a fucking war.
To create a fucking war. World War III. Yeah.
Okay, one more thing, guys. Back to cucumber water. I never knew his real name during the relationship. Like, he had multiple names that he would tell me, and I just, like, never knew. Okay, number 4. Sprite. Let me tell you about Sprite. Basically, he had me leave my boyfriend for him, and I, like, didn't care because he was, like, really abusive or whatever. Yikes. And then he would emotionally manipulate me all the time and, like, ghost me for days on end, and I was like, okay, whatever, he has a life, I get it. And then I catfished him on an account, and I was like, do you have a girlfriend? Like, we're getting along so well. He was like, no, I'm single right now. I'm just so sad. I'm so single. I'm so single.
I'm so single and
I'm
bad.
just ugly as
I
single.
just need a girl so I can suck on her boobies.
Yeah. He wasn't the absolute worst, but, he fucking sucked cock. And I don't hate him. Like, we still talk sometimes. But, ew.
Ew.
That's
Boys
right,
are so ugh.
Boys are so ugh.
Oh, Butterfinger.
I keep forgetting who's who. Ooh.
Butterfinger.
Wait. Oh no.
So,
Have to come clean.
basically, Butterfinger, he was my third boyfriend, my second body, right? And, so, I'm actually going to expose myself a little bit on this one. It was good, except one time I came over to his house and he wanted to get physical.
Did it, did.
And I didn't want to. I was in a lot of pain that day. I had cramps. I was on my period. I really had to pee. I was too scared to go pee in his house because I was really pee shy at the time, and I've never peed in his house, and this is my first time being over at his house. So I was just having a horrible time already, and I smoked a little too much. And so when I tell you this man starts touching me, and I just like couldn't. So he flings himself on the ground, belly flops on the ground, and starts going like this with his, starts fake crying, saying how I don't love him anymore, throwing a whole 5-year-old fit. So basically I ended up texting my ex, and then he found out, and then he made up a bunch of things saying I hooked up with a guy in a hotel room while we were together, and then I really wanted him back like a few years later, so I made 6 accounts on Instagram to stalk him and try to get him to follow me back, and he had a girlfriend and I didn't know, so then I kind of distanced myself away from that.
Oopsies. Honest mistake.
If you're watching this, Butterfinger's girlfriend, which you don't even know who I'm talking about, I am very sorry. I did not know that you guys were together, but that's why I backed the freak away.
Hell yeah. Good woman deeds, let me tell you that. Wait, well, this is
It took a lot. It took a lot.
Okay. We're on to 3 now. I have a lot to spill about Fanta here. So basically, he like stalked me like a bunch before we like actually got together, and he also doxed me a few times.
What
And
stops me?
He like shared my address online. Yeah, but I was like, you know what? I think he was like my first love. Can't even lie. Besides, but yeah, he cheated on me with 4 girls, one being his 12-year-old cousin. That's why he's second on this list here.
His 12-year-old cousin, guys. I don't know if you got that. His 12-year-old cousin. No, I don't know. I don't think you guys got his 12-year-old cousin.
I think he was like 16 at the time. No, he was 17 at the time. But yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, and then he was the one that I left, let's see, Sprite for too. So I was already having a terrible time. And then he was like, you should send me pictures of your body or else I'm gonna tell him that you're cheating on him. And I was like, it's not gonna work. And then it worked. So he forced me to cheat on my boyfriend with him, and it was just like awful. It really fucking sucked. What else did he do? Oh yeah, he got with my ex-girlfriend. Like started dating her after I broke up with him, which was kind of a little strange. Anyways, who's second on your list? Juicy fruit.
Wait, no, I didn't go over Taki yet.
We didn't?
No.
Go over Takis.
So when our last video, the M, this is Takis. That's who we're talking about. The guy that was his second man and everything and would literally ride his cock.
Dr. Pepper's second.
Yeah. So basically, he was 4'11". His face card was not even that good, and
he had piercing blue eyes, like actually like scary.
like it was frightening. And he drove his dad's blue Honda, drove his dad's blonde Honda. Blue Honda CRV, and he was almost 18, by the way, acting like what I'm about to tell you. So he was just really insecure, and he was just always up my butthole about everything. And he was a female, he was a girl, he was a chick, he was a guy with the mangina. Yeah. And so basically,
he's who Kesha was talking about.
He was who Kesha was literally talking about. And
there.
After we broke up, again, that's where, thanks, because people just cannot lose, they cannot stand to lose me, honestly. So one time when he came to come get his stuff,
I was there for this.
Yeah, to get his stuff after I broke up with him, he tried walking away nonchalantly, and we have stairs that lead up to our front door. He tripped and fell. And basically, one time he was also trying to scare me, and it was just like, no, you know what, never mind. But basically, after we broke up, he used I don't know how to say this without, this thing that happened with his ex-best friend, or his best friend now, he started hanging out pretty much with
Do we
Yeah.
just spill it all?
Yeah, he started hanging out with my fucking rapist after he literally claimed that his best friend did that. And then after we broke up, he said that I was asking for it and I knew what I was doing. And he started also
Meanwhile,
trying
he's
to...
the one that spilled the beans about what happened.
Yeah, because I was blacked out. And then he tried breaking their relationship up, and then he started being weird towards her boyfriend because they were best friends, saying how you should break up with her, blah, 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 you never spend time with me anymore, all this stuff. Literally acting like his boyfriend. His boyfriend. And he's just ugly. He's a twink. He's a twink. So, yeah. Are you on number 1?
Wait, I want number 1. What are you on?
Number 2.
Just do your number 2.
Okay, number 2 is Juicy Fruit. So he was the longest guy I've ever been with for a whole year, and the whole time he was actually homosexual. Every time we hung out, he always had his friends there, and I would always be like, why are you inviting me over if your friends are always just going to be here all the time? He's like, well, I just get really lonely. And I'm like,
Okay.
and he would make out with his friends, and then it was low-key abusive because he would do something to me, and then I would say something, and he would hit me or anything like that, and I would hit him back. And low-key, I can't even lie, he was small, so he wasn't small. He was really tall, but he was really thin. So I'd beat the shit out of him. I would whoop his ass any day, anytime. And one
But
time,
he's always the one that started it. Let's not forget that.
I don't abuse men.
He was always the
unless
one
they give me a reason.
throwing hands first.
And so one time he was playing the game and I accidentally unplugged his PC. So he threw me into a fan and then tried throwing me down the stairs. I get like halfway down the stairs and I start absolutely grabbing him, pushed him down the rest of the stairs, and I start beating the shit out of him. So then I ended up, sorry guys, but I ended up cheating on him with a black guy, and then he broke up with me and then talked a bunch of shit, and you know, what any fucking teenage boy's gonna do after he gets cheated on.
Number 1 on my list is Dr. Pepper. Jay from the last video. Let me tell you guys about this man.
I'm gonna go get my water bottle really quick.
In case you missed previous video, Dr. Pepper fucking stinks. My favorite soda, but my least favorite man. He's the one that, you know, crashed us into a ditch. What else did he do? Tried to drag me out of the car to fight him. Called me a whore. And then came back and was like, that was never supposed to happen. He also never, like, he was never sober. I'm just gonna say it. He was never sober. He was always on something. We're sunglassed up now. What's another thing that Dr. Pepper did?
His pee-pee smelled really bad.
Yeah, it was always like, every time I would go down on him, there would be like something stuck in my mouth, like lint or something.
That's the worst. That is the worst.
Every single time. And then his ex called us to the movie theater. And he was like, you can answer, like, I don't like her anymore. And she's like, just fucking going off on him because he's with another bitch at the movie theater. And he told me I could answer, right? He was like, she's my ex. They were still dating. What? What? And she was like, DP, I'm done with you. They weren't.
By the way, she is the most sexy Asian baddie. Glowing skin, perfect hair, perfect body, perfect clothes, perfect face, perfect everything.
Like, she's sexy.
She's really, really pretty. Like, really, like, dropped it, like Abel from The Weeknd would want her and be obsessed with her type shit. Like, she's...
Yeah, she's Bruno Mars gorgeous.
Absolutely fucking gorgeous. She did not deserve him at all. I don't even know how he ended up dating her, because if I was her, way out of his league. Way out of his freaking league. Mm-mm.
Also fucked a 15-year-old when he was 19. You're being outed. Two of them.
Two of them.
Started when he was 19 and she was 14 too. Also was his best friend's ex-girlfriend. So
The day after they broke up. The day after they broke up.
discuss.
And his best friend, by the way, is M, which is also known as Talkie.
Talkies. Fuck you.
Fuck both of you, actually. I really hope... We should tag them in this video.
Hell no.
Okay.
What else did he do? I forgot. Like, he was just the worst man, like, imaginable. Oh, he lied about his parents beating him, and they took it back, and he was like, I'm so glad my parents never beat me when I was little.
Oh, and then said that he shouldn't be fearful and scared of our parents every day because of the shitty actions that he's done, and then tried guilt-tripping us for it.
He also pissed in my driveway and got mad that my dad came out yelling at him.
And then that's what started all of that.
Yeah. Who's number 1 on your list? Oh, shit! I forgot.
Lollipop. So,
Lollipop.
he's the guy that took my V card. And, I was fresh 13. He was fresh he was fresh 19. And, I don't even know how to. He was on and off homeless. He was a tweaker, and he went by 3 names, by the way. He didn't like getting called his real name. I don't know why. You know what? I really want Armando Flores. If you're watching this, I hope you die in a fucking ditch, bitch. I hope you die in a ditch. So, he cheated on me 8 times. He's probably in jail. But he, cheated on me 8 times. 1 was with my 12-year-old friend, and 1 was with this girl I saw as my 10-year-old sister. I found the messages of them sending hearts to each other, saying how he misses her and that he feels like it would be quote-unquote tight. And then he lived with me, actually, and my friend would always be over. And long story short, they now have a baby, and a baby that he doesn't see. And then she gave him HPV. And now they both have HPV, and I don't know where that leads. The baby is really cute. The baby is adorable. Cutest little chubby little baby boy ever. He does not deserve those parents at all. But overall, he was just very, very weird, and I feel really bad for my friend. Like, yeah, she did really fuck me up, but the karma really got her, because then they started hitting each other, and he started hitting me. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you. And just overall, he was just a complete fucking, if that doesn't say enough, he got jumped by everyone in our fucking town multiple times. Had to go to the fucking hospital because of it.
He's a fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he also sold me, like, free vapes because he robbed a gas station and was so depressed that he wanted to turn himself in. Because he knew he was gonna get caught.
Robbed a gas station, so stupid, he did it in the snow. And footprints all the way back to his house. All the way back to his house. All the cops had to do was just follow the footprints.
He's just fucking retarded. Also, I missed one. I'm gonna rename him to Chicken Nugget.
Which one's Chicken Nugget?
Because Chicken Nugget just fits better, I feel like.
Yeah.
Let's go over Chicken Nugget. He took 2nd place, but I forgot. So. Let's start off by how I met him. I met him through his ex's sister, and he was fucking perfect at first. He was like fucking perfect. The D was fire. Like, everything was awesome, quite frankly. Until I found out that he's like low-key fucking gay. Oh, and I think about how I stalked his phone one time, and I found him asking men on Reddit to jerk off with him in a voice call. What the fuck? Is that gay?
And he said he doesn't swing that way.
He's so consistent. Oh, I'm not gay. I promise. No, it gets worse. So, he had this one friend that I was not a fan of. And I was like, I want you to stop hanging out with her because she's made it clear that she wants to fuck you. Yup. And so he's like, okay, but like, she's like my best friend. That's kind of mean. Like, I'm sure that's kind of mean.
And usually we don't have a problem with girl best friends. You know, girls are fucking people too. Like, who cares? Every single guy I've had, girl best friends. Were they weird? One of them was. But other than that, they weren't at all. It just really depends on the guy and if, you know, and the girl. Yeah.
Anyway, one night, he disappears for 12 hours. Where'd he go? Oh, I was with my girl best friend for 12 hours. What were y'all doing? The girl that I told you I was uncomfortable with and she laughed at it? What? That's kind of strange, don't you think?
Post for the picture.
And then months later, he comes out and he's like, no, like, nothing happened between us. And I make up some bullshit and I'm like, that's not what I was told. I was told that you kissed her. And he was like, yeah, okay. And I did go further than that. I did eat her pussy. What?
And then he tries saying he didn't have sex with her. Honey, eating her pussy is oral sex. It's called oral sex for a reason. It's still considered sex.
So admits to cheating on me and then blames me. Because I didn't let him have friends. He had 5 roommates in a 4-bedroom apartment, bro. What do you mean you don't have friends? You have 5 men around you, bro, and you need 1 bitch? No, 2 bitches. There was two. He responded to her story. He was like, damn, to a picture of her, like, showing her under titty. And I was like, that's flirting. And he was like, no, it's not. That's just me being supportive of my friend. That's flirting. I don't give a fuck.
Ooh.
He also, like, could not stay away from his ex, who he claimed raped him. And, like, I don't doubt it, because she's low-key a piece of shit.
Oh, and then he blamed her for her own rape.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
And then blamed her for mine, too.
He blamed me for literally everything, and then he was like, why don't you take accountability? Like, we can tell it's all your fault.
And he stole her cat for months. And forced her to stay in his apartment and would not let her leave. It wasn't forced, but it was by manipulation.
It was, if you hang out with your mom today, or your cousin, or, like, your best friend in 5 years, then we're over. Pack your shit and you're leaving. He wouldn't let me get a job. He wouldn't let me have friends. He wouldn't let me do fucking anything. And I'm sitting here, like, depressed as fuck. He's like, why are you sad? You have everything. What do you mean, bro?
I don't have a social life.
None!
What?
And he wouldn't even let me FaceTime them, bro. I hate Chicken Nugget.
I hate boys, most of them.
Hate him, bro. What is wrong with men, bro? Bro. Oh my.
And the one I'm talking to right now, I've been on delivered. But yeah, anyways, keep going.
That's, what else did I miss?
When's our 2-man? Never?
What the fuck? Who is it?
The guy I've been trolling. I've been trolling the f- out of this guy for like, I think a month, and I don't know, I just find it really fun because he's like a horny fucking, like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways. So. We should do a, worst girls worst girls we've ever met.
We should,
For next one.
we should blog us playing Roblox.
I agree with that full-heartedly. Okay, guys. This is goodbye.
Aw, okay.
We
this
love
was
you.
really long and very boring. Trust, we will get very better at this the more we do it.
Very better.
Very better. But yeah. Bye, Twinks.
Bye, Twinks. We
Thank
love
you for hearing us. Yeah.
Chaos Diaries fucking out.